Hi folks, this is Dr. Virender Sodhi. Inflammation is the root cause of any disease in the body. You will say, what? Yes, even your blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, then you know inflammation like you got arthritis, gastritis, all are inflammation. So what are the triggers of inflammation? A lot of times people will ask, Dr. Sodhi, why I'm inflamed? So the number one cause of inflammation is our emotions. If you're angry, you're frustrated, you're irritable, you're constantly causing your body to be inflamed. So you can take all the pills you want, but if you're not trying to focus on your emotions, you're not getting rid of your anger, frustration, irritability, you're not going to get better. The other one is smoking. Folks who smoke out there, they will be constantly inflamed. So if you want to get rid of inflammation, stop smoking. Alcohol. We all love our little bitty alcohol here and there, wine, beer, or hard alcohol. Small quantity may not be bad. But if you're drinking even 2 to 3 glasses of wine a day, or you have a 3 martini, those can be inflammatory. So to get rid of inflammation, you need to stop taking alcohol. Then the other factor is sugar. It's crazy that how much sugar we have in our food. You look at any packaged food and you see the ingredient, and number one comes out to be sugar. Like your soda can, 1 8-ounce can, has almost 10 teaspoons of sugar. 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's too much for us. Do you know how much sugar we have in the blood? We have around 5 liters of blood in our body. And we have only 2 teaspoons of sugar in the whole blood. When you're putting 10 teaspoons of sugar in your blood, see what it's going to do. What we'll do, first, we have a insulin which get triggered. Insulin can consume sugar so much, it makes into glycogen, and that first goes into your liver, and the second goes to your muscle if you exercise. The third becomes the fat. And you know where that fat gets is around your waist. People get fattier, and then other places too. So you will eat sugar, you are going to trigger inflammation. The more fattier you are, the more inflamed you are. So watch your weight. Weight is not good. Excessive weight is not good. So all those folks who are overweight, yes, you can have a lot of tools to cut the weight down. I don't recommend drastic dieting and stuff, but we will talk about that in another video someday. Then is your food. What kind of food you putting in? I highly, highly recommend eating the food in its purest form. What the God made it, not processed food. All the packaged food, doesn't matter which country it comes from, it is garbage. Because they have to put preservatives, it's deeply fried, it is the garbage. Don't eat that if you want to cut down inflammation. Junk food, look at all those hamburgers and all those French fries and other food, very deeply fried and in the wrong oils. So you are eating rancid food. That rancid food is going to trigger inflammation. So if you want to take care of your health, stop eating that fried food, barbecued. But the barbecue is also very inflammatory. So what happens when you barbecue your steak or your favorite meat on a high flame? The oil drips from that, and that catches fire, and the smokes that steak, that the smell it gets on that one, that the aroma it gets. But that is so bad. It's actually very highly cancer causing, which we call carcinogen. So when you smoke your steak, you are making it more cancerous. The studies after studies shows that when we eat the meat that way, you're making it more cancerous. So stop doing that. Like, just to give you an example, if you take a potato and you eat a potato, 100 grams, it has around, give and take, around 90 plus calories. Same amount of French fries has 140 calories. See the difference? Almost 90, 140 calories. And this is a bad calories. There are compounds which get concentrated in, and one of them is called acrylamide. Acrylamide, when you deep fry it, although when you boil it, there's no acrylamide in it. It's a the tongue twister. So the acrylamide amount is higher in deep fried food, and it is a cancer causing, it is a disease causing. So how many kids out there are eating that French fries on a daily basis? So stop doing it. It will trigger the inflammation. What it triggers inflammation in kids? What are the symptoms? They're going to get a runny nose, upper respiratory tract infections, skin rashes. How common is that? Very common. So watch for that. Okay. Then the other factors can be infections. The infections can be in your tooth for older people who has a plaque disease. There's infection too. So teeth are very important that you take care of your teeth properly. If you not take care of inflammation, if you want to take care of inflammation, better take care of your teeth. Then your gut. You can have inflammation in your gut. There are parasites. We get exposed to all kind of bacteria, parasites every day. And some of them are very pathogenic and cause inflammation. And when you eat wrong food, excessive sugar, the wrong kind of bacteria develop in your gut. We have around 100 trillion cells, give and take. We have around 1,000 trillion bacteria in the body. So you can well imagine that how many bacteria we have in the gut. So when you're eating wrong food, when you're feeding wrong food, it's like, a fertilizer to the wrong guys. Like if you put a fertilizer for the food, it grows, but if you put a wrong fertilizer, it kills it. So what did the wrong food, the junk food, the sugary food does to you? It promote the growth of a wrong bacteria and makes you prone to disease. Then how do you can say how those wrong bacteria make you sick? Because what they make special kind of toxins which are called endotoxins. Body absorbs it, body wants to get rid of them, but what happens, it gets stuck in the places where you have less circulation, and those places are your joints, your hands, your feet, your knees, because there's a less circulation, and they get stuck in that and causes inflammation. So make sure that you don't have any infection. You can be checked with many different methods. The yeast is very common, and because of the excessive sugar intake we have. Then there are other diseases like viruses. There's a nanobacteria. There is a Lyme disease. There's so many things which can cause infection and make you sicker. Excessive exercise. You might have noticed that when you walk too much, what happens to your knees? They inflame. So all those guys out there who are marathon runner, who are long distance bikers, who are competing in different kind of triathlon, ask them how's your joints. They will tell you they are achy, and they pop in a lot of ibuprofen and Tylenol, which is another dangerous thing for them, because what that does, it cuts down inflammation temporarily, but also stop the manufacturing of your own anti-inflammatory compound, which are called aminoglycans. These aminoglycans are your chondroitin, your glucosamine, which body makes naturally. Everything body needs, body makes it naturally. We don't need to get from outside. But what stops the manufacturing is the stresses, mental, emotional, food-wise, exercise-wise, excessive or too little. Also, on the contrary, when you're a couch potato, you're sitting on the couch a lot, and you're not doing exercise, you're not moving, you're not improving the circulation. So what happens? You're making a lot more toxins, they're getting stuck again. So again, too much exercise, too little, both are better. The balance is the key here. So this is a short video which I'm also going to make another video, what you can do to get rid of this inflammation. So watch our next video. Thank you very much. Hi folks, Dr. Virender Sodhi. We're producing this wonderful videos, educational videos for all you guys. So if you please subscribe to it, press that bell icon, and share with your family and friends. Thank you very much.